with Elvis Presley, this is a music video where we're, focusing on Melody, a very popular song of his. And it's several images that are related to the lyrics. And it's like a reverse telling of his musical journey. Um, and it's like starting at where his love for music began. And so I'm like, these are specific images, and there has to be some sort of details about these images. And I'm assuming that these are specific details from his life in these images, sort of a homage to him. Like, if these are certain, like there's images like the butterfly, for example, it's just like these things had to mean something specifically to him, so that this is like a honoring his legacy is what I gathered from this.
This piece is called Elvis Presley. This was a creative piece based on Elvis Presley's Unchained Melody, which was recorded in the US in 1977. The creator of this piece was obviously a fan of Elvis's work. The elements were gorgeous. Lots of smoky close-ups of fingers at a grand piano, shots of a shattered guitar, a flashy car from the period, and blurry shots to suggest Elvis is performing. The recording of his voice is so clear, though this piece had an effective blurry memory feel about it. I also love the CGI image of the passionate butterfly moving towards a bright spotlight, much like Elvis did when he sang. Excellent job.
Elvis Presley, Unchained Melody. I think this is another great short, experimental short, especially because it's about one of the most important music artists in the human history. The melody that we have, the melody that we listen to during these experimental short, are absolutely beautiful. I love how the music just keeps progressing, and then we get to the final climax with the piano just pacing up, pacing up, pacing up until the very end, where we see the hands of the pianist. Obviously, it is intended to be Elvis. We know it's not Elvis, but I really loved also that's another good thing. Direction, cinematography wise, where we see Elvis, we see just his silhouette. We don't actually see his face, of course. But the idea, the silhouette, the hands, and then the final climax with this kind of butterfly catching fire. I think it was very powerful, and it really triggered a lot of emotion from my point of view. So overall, absolutely amazing short. Congratulations.
Unchained Melody. I really liked the music video for this. I thought that they did such a great job of capturing a time, an era. Um, Everything was kind of through this like smoky haze. And there were these like, I really liked I don't know if it was a piano, but it was like wood splintering and just in slow motion and seeing it fly through the air was just really beautiful. And I felt like all of the shots were very intentional and well done. And each shot was just really interesting. Like I'm just like scrubbing through it, and the lighting and the moth or butterfly, I think it's a moth, that kind of goes throughout it. You can see the silhouette, the silhouette there of Elvis, and yeah, like they did a really good job of like capturing him and his essence in this video. Obviously, without him actually being there. So I think that this was a wonderful challenge to take on, and they knocked it out of the park. Fantastic job.
Elvis Presley was a gorgeous experimental film. It just felt like a love letter to Elvis and his fleeting talent in this world. I thought that just the absolutely beautiful slow motion destruction scenes were really cool. There's clearly a lot of symbolism in this film. There were so many beautiful shots, like the reflection of the water on the cobblestones, the guitar being smashed, the moth. I thought the motif of the moth throughout the film was really cool, and the way we ended it with the moth disappearing into the light was also really beautiful. I'm sure there are a lot of other Elvis Easter eggs in this film that I missed, but I thoroughly enjoyed it and I thought it was really beautiful.
Elvis Presley. Love the title, because who doesn't love Elvis Presley? I was excited to see this just because of the title. Really cool visuals, really cool. I can't say enough about it. I thought the cinematography was so great. The lighting, the butterfly with the smoky feel. I mean, just everything about these visuals were amazing. It just was so neat and creative and unique. The locations, the design, the broken guitar, the butterfly, it all gave me chills too, just, knowing his story. Super cool and creative. Loved watching this. Could watch it over and over. Just thought it was really neat. Well done, everybody.
As we're met with Elvis's voice, we're given this sequence of beautiful footage from these pieces of instruments being destroyed, matched with this butterfly moving throughout the space. As we hit the highest note here at the climax of this song, the butterfly bursts into flames, as is the metamorphosis. Transition is complete from this experience of what's destroyed and the beauty found within that. The butterfly heads towards the light, and I feel like that's a sign, a nod, a notion towards Presley's demise, perhaps.